let's demystify it a little bit and just kind of bring it down to what are those root causes of PCOS?
There can be several. I like to look at PCOS and infertility on the whole as more of like a 3D object where we're trying to look at it from a lot of different angles and not just from the top.
That's a great explanation. Yeah.
And so we have to look at it with a lot of different labs because there's a lot of different factors. A lot of women have an underlying issue with blood sugar dysregulation. Their body tends to have higher blood sugar than somebody who looks just like them on paper, or their body doesn't quite produce enough insulin to keep up with the demand. And a lot of that has to do with just the American diet. It's
Right.
It ain't
Right.
great.
Yeah.
It ain't great. And so it's basically the harder your body is having to work to keep your blood sugar in check. That plays a big role in it because what we can see is that insulin resistance, meaning your insulin isn't working as well to get the blood sugar taken up into cells, that can directly impact your ovarian function. It can increase the amount of certain hormones that go into the ovary and increase testosterone production. But at the level of the ovary, it's not getting converted to estrogen. So you just get this buildup of testosterone with no shutoff valve. Testosterone in no way talks to the brain in the female body and says, hey, no more production.
Right.
It just keeps cranking it out. That in turn results in dysfunctional ovulation. Like it's not quite, the hormones aren't coming together quite at the right time. And who would have thought, that blood sugar has anything to do with that, but they go hand in hand in these women. And some of it, of course, has a genetic factor, but if you think of PCOS or really anything that has an underlying issue of inflammation, which the inflammation is resulting in part from this blood sugar dysregulation, as a bucket. And if you put enough water in the bucket, it will overflow. Some women, their bucket, because of their genes, is maybe 80% full. They change very little in their lifestyle for the worse, and it overflows. And we're going to see those ramifications in their fertility and their ovulation. Some women are really lucky and they have like 20% full. So they could eat a lot of unhealthy foods or have different habits or environmental factors before their body, it overflows and has issues with insulin sensitivity and PCOS. But in general, it's about keeping that bucket less full from inflammation.
Yeah, that's a great visual.